you're a big believer in good or bad, it's good to have amnesia. Just totally forget about what happened. But with that in mind, how do you keep from listening to and paying too much attention to all the noise surrounding that great victory last week?
We have a 24-hour rule with the team where whether it's a win or loss, we come into meetings and within 24 hours we review the film, we assess what needs to be assessed, and we move on from it. Whether it be a great win or a tough loss, we move on. And I think this team came out a little bit slower yesterday, but we had a great practice day. I thought we stepped up, and I think we're ready to take the next step.
What's in your opinion, the best quality about this team? Because when you look back over, let's say last year, where you lost probably 6 or 7, something like that, and you're down in the first half, what's the quality that you see in this team that makes it resilient the way that it is?
I think you could tell it from our off-season. I thought there was a very aggressive effort to break the ship that kind of was veering off a little bit, and we have some incredible leaders on the team that really made a conscious decision early in January that this year is just going to be different. And I think it didn't go right at first, but we're breaking it a lot with regards to a new offense and just new schemes and some coaches and a little bit of a break-in period. But we turned it around, and hopefully this next game we can just basically play a fifth quarter of what we were at last week and just keep going from where we left off.
Because of the obvious, incredible come from behind win, how hard was it for you, Josh, to adhere to that 24-hour rule? I'm sure your phone was blowing up, and every sports outlet in the country was talking about it.
It's not that hard if you just make a decision and do it. I just turned off my phone and went through all the text messages and said thank you and called my parents, and we talked about it. And Coach Fish is a very unique way of humbling you. So I got into the film room, addressed what needed to be addressed. It was a very lackluster first 2.5 quarters, but there were definitely big plays off the bat that we could have gotten off to the right foot and had an entirely different game. I mean, we saw a lot from our team, but ideally we don't have to dig that deep very often.
Yeah. Last year when A&M won in overtime, they went on to start 6-0. You guys have this dramatic comeback. Do you sense that, man, this could propel us?
Yeah. I mean, Texas A&M is a very, very, very solid football team. I think people are gonna underestimate them. I think they hit really hard, they're really fast, and they're very technically sound. I think they're going to do incredibly well this season. Coach Sumlin has done an incredible job with the guys. We just got momentum going and just kind of had a really, really hot quarter and a half. I mean, I think we could have played a lot better off the bat, but they're an incredible team, and I think they're going to do very well this year. I'm rooting for them.
You talked about breaking in new things and Coach Fitch's process or whatever. Can you kind of take us inside what that film room was like and expand upon what his correction process is?
It's pretty straightforward. A lot of it is just X's and O's, and just sometimes you miss some pretty easy things on the whiteboard that might be a little bit more complicated on the field. And as real bullets are flying, sometimes it really tests how well you know an offense. I mean, no matter how loud you turn the music on or on the practice field, or no matter how much pressure Coach Moore tries to simulate, you're never going to get what you do in a game. And I think a lot of it wasn't as much breaking in the X's and O's side of it. That was we did that after the game, and there's some things in the first half, but a lot of it was just sort of just taking everything from the practice field and converting it onto the game field.
How much does your guys' comfort level together change going from game 1 to game 2?
Really good. I mean, we know we know what we can do, so we have something to strive for, and even if we fall just below that, 5 touchdowns in a quarter, then I think I'll be pretty happy with that and anything along those lines moving forwards.
In what ways has Caleb improved since last year?
I mean, he got bigger, he gained some weight, so he can block a lot better now. So he's a threat if that regard. You're not just lining him up to run routes solely. He's got an incredible feel for the game. One of the most deceptive players I've ever seen before in just how he gets open. Because sometimes you really have no idea how he does it. He's got a great feel. He's a basketball player. He can he wiggles around a little bit and can just feel windows. Has great hands, quick hands. He can snatch it and then pull it right back into his body. I mean, he's just gotten better in pretty much every facet. He's a lot more focused this year. We're giving him a big role, and I think he's welcoming with open arms.
A lot of times teams and people will point to a specific play or series which would turn around the whole thing. On the touchdown pass, it went right through the defender's hands. Was that when you said, "Oh yeah, here we go, we can get this one"?
I don't know. I just kind of playing football. I mean, I've sort of reminisced about that whole thing in the 24-hour world and kind of moved past that at the moment. But I mean, it's a great game, and hopefully I can kind of find that zone again and not wait until the fourth quarter to find it.